बोला सर और डीजीसीज ओब्लिक टीओ नाम दे इलेक्टेड ऑफिसर्स. अच्छा, सब अपने डायरेक्टरेट के हैं. बाहर का तो कोई नहीं बात हो. ओके. Good morning everybody. I hope I'm audible.
Jain sir, yes.
Jain sir, good morning sir.
Fine sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now today I shall be fine. Today I shall be going over the entire process of creating A and B certificate question paper using the question paper app. The link for it is known to you. It is nquest nceest.site. So I will be giving you a demo, but just prior to that, firstly, the app is designed keeping in mind the latest order on the subject of the certificate exam papers, which has been recently issued after amendment. I hope you all have a copy of that. The drill subject is out. It is not there in the written part in both A and B papers. Am I correct?
Yes.
It is only WT and others. So that has been taken care of in this one. And now the way some changes I made this morning only. The way we are designing it is to make sure that it is the presiding officer of a group or at the directorate for a particular paper. He is the one who will create a profile, because security is important in this case. So I am working it out in a manner that many people do not have access to the paper which is finalized. So therefore it is the presiding officer of that group for A certificate and the presiding officer at the directorate for the B certificate who will create a profile. That profile is approved by the admin. Once it is approved, you are required to add your details like rank, name, your directorate / group, and the Hindi version of the name. I will be explaining how to go about it. And thereafter, once it is created, then the officer who is responsible for making the common subjects paper, the common subject paper is generated first, because it is common to all the three services and the remount and veterinary. So once that is done, then the respective members who are doing for Army special subject and other services, including RBC, so they will log in with the same ID and generate their papers. The presiding officer is the one who will have access to the combined paper, that is the common plus the special subject. The members will not have access to it, so that we have limited access to the paper which has been finally prepared. Thereafter, once everybody has done their part, now once you are doing your part of the paper, that is the Army, Navy, Air Force, the generated paper is machine generated. That means human interference is not there. So once the paper is generated, I'll be showing you a demo. You are requested to go through all the questions. All the questions are editable, including the Hindi translation of that. Then the 4 options, which includes one as a correct option, that is shown to you in the draft format. At the bottom, the correct option is given out, which is the correct option in the ABCD. So please compare and see the answer to be correct. In case, in your wisdom, you find the answer to be incorrect, then you can delete any of them, ABCD, and write the correct answer. And just keep it like that. So all the questions and all the options are editable. A question can be refreshed also, meaning to say that if you are doing, let's say, personality development and you want question number whatever 100 to be regenerated, so there is a button to refresh it. So only that question gets refreshed. The questions are generated keeping in mind the difficulty which has been given out in the SNCCO. So you have easy, difficult, and moderate types. So when you refresh a moderate question, it will generate a moderate question only. The regeneration will take into account the already questions which are there in the paper, so that it doesn't have a duplicate question generated if you refresh a question, it shouldn't be that question number 90 and 99 are the same question. So that is taken care of. Now, in certain subjects, the content is too less as far as the précis is there. So the number of questions accordingly are less. And if you refresh, you will get a message that adequate database is not there because the content itself is less. So from there, generation of question paper, whatever could be generated, have been generated. Thereafter, no more generation is possible. So I will now show you a demo, and thereafter, or in between also, we can take questions, answers, so that we are, continuously understanding how it is going about. So now we'll get into the demo part of it.
रिक्वेस्ट वो टेक्स्ट जाके उसको शेयर करना पड़ेगा शेयर ये गूगल क्रोम से करना शेयर कर दिए
Okay, is the web page visible? Just
Yes,
raise
sir.
your hand. Yeah, okay, fine. So now, first thing is, since I have made my own, so I'll go with my own ID. And prior to that, let me show you the user guide, if somebody has seen it. This is a elaborate guidelines which are given here, including screenshots. So one could go through it, and mostly things will be clear. At the top, there is a link. I'll just show you the link. Simple steps to generate a question paper. If you click here, you are taken to another page where it is just loading. Yeah. So the same things which I'm going to show, screenshot of each click is recorded, so that once you're doing it, you yourself, follow these steps. Okay, now we go back to the first page, login page, that is. या मैं नया करूं, नया करता हूं ना.
because they also get to know how to register to create their username and password.
Okay. So I will do a fresh registration so that that part is also clear. Yeah. So we make a username that should be unique in the database. Let's say I'll write my name only. So this mostly is the same way we have been doing earlier to register. Now, since I saved it, so this is populated already. But this requires to be approved by the admin. So I will just do it from the backend, so that once you click on submit, it goes through. So I have activated this ID which was registered, and now if I click submit here, it should be going through. So I've clicked the submit button, and now I am taken to profile creation. So whatever rank, if somebody is writing here, the default value is there. So let it be Colonel, and I write my first name. Okay, I'll take some unit 60. You can write your own battalion. Guwahati. Now we want this in Hindi. So here I've given a link at the bottom. Just copy it and open in a new tab.
नीचे करना पड़ेगा क्रोम में जाओ नीचे वाला क्रोम का बटन नीचे वाला क्रोम का बटन सर न्यू विंडो कर देते हैं इसमें राइट क्लिक
वो उसको शेयर नहीं है ना This is not shared.
वो ये वाला विंडो है सर जिसमें वो डीजीसीज वगैरह दिखाई दे रहा है वो वाला विंडो
नहीं शेयर
उसी विंडो पे आएगा सर
इसमें
हाँ सर
Anyway, there is a Google Translate page. That link will take you to that page, and there you could translate the name of your group. I'm doing it from there only, and I'm just doing that and copying it. So
we can see your window, sir. Translate window.
Okay, fine. Take care. So this is how one could get the Hindi version of it, and NCC's directorate. लिखना पड़ेगा यार This is required so that when the bilingual question paper is generated, we have both the versions. So that's it. Submit. And now we are at the home page where A certificate and B certificate, both options are there. What we are seeing here on the right side, paper format, A certificate exam. This is the data which is given from the SNCCO. Changing anything here doesn't make a difference. It is just for information that this is what is recorded from the SNCCO, and it is just to for you to have a look. Now, this is for A certificate, and we click here. This is for B certificate exam. The number of questions and the marks per question change because that is the way it is, and the difficulty what has been specified is mentioned over here. So let's do one B certificate paper. But prior to that, I want to show you something more. Then I'll go over this. One is paper structure. Now, paper structure is the paper structure which has been, given to us again, going as per the SNCCO. If I click on the review common, it is taking me to the subject-wise chapter name, number of periods allocated, the number of questions that you as a presiding officer want to set. The marks per question is pre-filled. By changing this, total marks will change. However, the number of questions in this section cannot be more than 6. The total marks cannot be more than 6. So 2 marks per question, you can only have 3 questions. And once you start editing it, right now it is pre-filled. So the total of 240 and section wise, it is all matching. So if I change something over here, if I want to click this and make it 1 and I click outside, so this becomes red because you have exceeded 6. You cannot exceed 6 in this case because 6 is the total given and it becomes 242 total marks. So total marks cannot be more than 240. So what I do, I have to reduce something from somewhere. So I will edit this 3 to 2. Once I do that and click outside, this becomes, you get an updated button here and this becomes 6. This becomes 242 and this will still remain red, but now it is okay. So like this, there's some assistance is there for you for changing the number of questions. Although drill is mentioned here because it is there in the chapters, but right now drill is out of the written part. Earlier it was there. So like this, for common subjects, all chapters are covered. Okay, similarly, you could do it for any of them. For example, army. So when you do army again, all sections and the chapters in chapter number, periods, number of questions, marks per question, and likewise. So this is editable per board. This is not sacrosanct. This is the flexibility which the app is providing you to alter the number of questions per section, keeping in mind section total and paper total to be sacrosanct. Okay, now we'll go back to that. Then we'll cover the rest. So we go to that home page. We will go to B certificate and just see, we click on this button, set common paper for B certificate. This is the first step to generation of a question paper. So we click here. Once we do that, we come to this paper where the difficulty level, again, it is pre-fed. It is possible to alter, but the SNCCO does not give us that flexibility. If sometimes that flexibility is given, we can do it from here. And you get a heading over here, set up the paper layout. Yeah. Paper for NCC B certificate exam. And you have an edit button. So if you edit, it will go back to the same place where I just showed you, where you could alter. I'll tell you what is the use of this. And then we come, scroll below. We come to the first part, that is WT, and the name of the chapter. How many periods, just for information. So you keep in mind the number of periods and the number of questions, etc., proportionate wise. This is all pre-fed, but this is all changeable. So if you want to change the number of questions here, one could change. One could change it here. Again, at the bottom, if you see, you get the running total and the common subjects. So right now it is 240 by 240. That means we have made questions for the complete 240 marks. So a change here would alter this. For example, I say the number of questions here I want to change. So suppose it is again NCC integration and awareness. Total marks is 20. Here I want to make 1. So if I make 1 and click outside, this becomes 18 because we have changed. And this becomes 238 because there are one question of 2 marks still less. So what I do is that I put 2 over here. So now my questions are equal and this becomes 20 and this becomes 240. So you get a real-time feedback as to how much you have done and if there is an error somewhere or not. The same thing, if you want to do it, you could have done at this page, which I just showed you, the edit button. Wherever you find it is convenient and easy, we could do it here. the changes here, let's say if I do the same thing, NCC General, I want to make one question from this chapter and reduce one question from this chapter. So now my total is correct. अभी less हो गया, less क्यों हो गया? Yeah, so the total is correct and the overall paper total is correct. So now I click on View Planner, it will take me to the same page with the changed number of questions. Okay, so we have one here and one here. So total is 6. So this is how we could change from there or we could change from here. That having been done, we just click on the create button. So this is the paper for common subject, giving out the NCC directorate and all that, B certificate. And the current year, this is the paper set 1 or the main set. Okay, each paper should have 4 sets as per the SNCCO. Each paper should have 4 sets and we are going to generate all the 4 sets from here only. What is lacking right now in this is the general instructions, which I have deliberately not mentioned because I will do it after consulting the officers come here for the common subjects. So that I will write here. So those general instructions will be fed and that I'll keep editable so that when the final paper is again generated, the presiding officer, if he wants to add or delete something, he can do that. So now we have total 350 marks, 3 hours. We start with paper 2 and we get 15 questions of 2 marks each, total 30. Now, as I was saying, we could, firstly, we could refresh this question. The difficulty level is mentioned easy. This line is editable. If I want to edit it, I will do this. So if I do this, if I click here, the options, the background color changes. So the options are to clean the ammunition. So I click here. This is, let's say I want to remove the. So I've changed this and I click outside. Now it is not editable anymore. If I want to edit again, I'll do the same thing. And again, I should be able to edit it. I click outside, I will not be able to edit anymore unless I click here. So that is one part. The second is if I want to refresh, this is the refresh button which I was mentioning. You could refresh the question. You could get another easy question other than this one. So I click here. The question is changed. The difficulty still is easy. The options have also changed. So here are the options. Now our job is right now to read the question, read the options. Last May the answer is number 4, that is delta. So this is the correct answer as per the database. If you feel this is wrong, you are welcome to edit it. Okay, if you feel that no, 4 is not the correct answer, maybe 2 is the correct answer, then I don't know, this is not editable. This cannot be edited, but should I make it editable?
Yes, it has to be editable. Right वाला जो font है.
Which one?
ये जो आपका ये edit वाला button है, it's not there in front of answer number 4.
Yeah, but you know what?
So
The answers are correct, mostly 90%.
so then we change the question.
Okay, yeah, because this is, although it is possible, but the level of one has to really get into the pressy to find the correct answer. Because if you change the question, the answers will change, but the question is not editable. The answers are. If you want to change the sentence or something, I don't know if.
No issue. And you should also tell them that
Is somebody speaking something?
sir, please switch off your mic, sir.
Yeah.
The second thing is you also need to tell them that when you change the question, when you change the answer in English, it doesn't automatically change in Hindi.
I told
It has to just no, आपने बोला नहीं. हिंदी में automatically change नहीं.
Yeah, ना ये यहाँ बताया था.
नहीं, हिंदी में automatically change नहीं.
ये automatic नहीं है. देखो भाई, what I've said is that let's say delta I want to edit, so I click here, the background changes, so both the fields are now editable, Hindi as well as English. So Hindi and English version should be changed as per your new idea. and both should be matching. Okay.
Or-
And so far it is like this. And then we get all the questions in the sequence. This is WT. And we go down below. 15 questions are over. We come to general subjects, part 3. Again, in general, there are just 3 questions with 2 marks each. Similarly, we go to other subjects and likewise. So all the questions are generated here. Once you have seen and everything is fine, so now we come to the recording part of it. So we click on the finalize button. The moment I click on finalize, editing options are taken out. Okay, the band at the bottom will also go when we save it. And when we click on finalize, thereafter, you will not be able to edit anything. If you feel that something went wrong, then you have to do the whole process again. So now I will show you this. The moment I say finalize, you are no longer able to edit or refresh because your paper is not locked. And when I say save, the first, that is part, set one is saved and that band has gone. The moment I click OK, it comes back. Now, first part is saved. We have to generate the second. Now, just keep looking at question number 21. This is question number 21. When I generate set 2, within the subject, the questions are shuffled. Questions will not change. They are just, order is randomly shuffled. So I will say generate 2. So now question number 21 is different than what it was earlier. Ek minute. Hello? 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 Okay, do I save the second set now? I think there is an error. Okay, there is an error. But the procedure is same. As I was saying, I'll just rectify that and after this is over. So the method I've just shown you, you keep doing one by one and you do all the 4 sets. Now once that is done, we are actually taken to this part, that is the paper sets. Okay. Now here is the option which is there, paper sets, where the papers are being generated one after the other. Here at the bottom, you will find that every time you access this page for viewing the final question paper sets, you will be receiving a password on your registered email. Kindly check your spam mail too before refreshing. So that password will be fed in here by the presiding officer. Once you feed the password, you should be able to see the generated papers. Right now, only creation is possible. So let me see if I've got an email. Yeah. No, this is not the. FBUGH. Okay, again there is some error. Let me check. But once this is done, then the presiding officer is now in a position to view all the papers over here. Right now, only creation is visible, which is visible to the other members of the board. So, like here we have create main set army, create main set navy, air force, and RBC. Since this is a B certificate, so RBC is here. If it is A certificate, then the groups which do not have RBC should not be setting up this paper. For A certificate, this paper as it is not there because only B certificate is applicable to them. So let's say, I am responsible to set the B certificate paper for army. So I will click here and now I'm taken to the special subjects, which is like mentioned here. And we have all the chapters within that, what lessons are there, and the question numbers, marks per question, and the total. Again, this is similarly editable, like the common paper. So I will do create, and I will get this. The top portion is not here because the top portion comes with the common paper only. This is paper number 4 as per the SNCCO, which is now for the army. And the questions are auto-generated with the same features of the ability to edit. Here I can edit both English as well as Hindi. And if I click outside, thereafter the edit option is gone unless I do it again. And we are also able to refresh it with the same level of difficulty as was earlier. And I will also finalize this. Once it's finalized, the saving option is gone. Then I do save. So this is saved successfully. Let's hope this one goes through. Generate 2. Questions get shuffled. And yeah, this one has been saved. Okay. And generate set 3. So save set 3. This one has also been saved. Generate set 4 and save set 4. So once you save all the 4 sets, you are brought to the same page from where you started. But you as a member are not seeing the generated paper because it is not visible to you. Because only the presiding officer can see it. That is just to make sure that many people don't have access to the paper. So let me see if now the email has come. Yeah. So that now as a presiding officer, you are able to see, apart from the ones that the normal people can see, you are able to see the generated paper also, because the main set was not saved, so the link is not coming through. Otherwise, here is what main set army paper, which is the one which we generated just now, is seen to us by us. This is the main paper. From the top starts with paper set 1. And we can keep scrolling down. The complete set of questions are there. First is the common. Then at the bottom, we will get the last 22 pages. No, again, there is an error. Otherwise, below this, we should be able to get the army paper. I'll just rectify it. And then we can do this print. This is the job of the presiding officer to click here, print.
इसमें ऊपर एक printer is not connected.
I know, print need. what we are going to do is not print it actually, but it generates a PDF for us. Okay, this is what we are doing. We are generating a PDF from here. We're not printing because we don't need to print it. We have got more steps to take. So once we do this, we will find that, the total number of pages that are generated are quite a lot. About 25 pages are generated, which are PDF. So we need to save this. Once we save, it is saved to our hard disk, from which computer we are accessing all this. So I click on the save button, and it is auto feeding some name, common B certificate question paper. You want to change it, you can change. Otherwise, this can be saved. Yeah. So I save it. आगे save, okay.
Downloads में sir, downloads folder में.
हाँ. So now, once this is done, the saving is over. Then there is an option to, that I have explained to the presiding officer here. This paper is still not, it doesn't have a security password. So this needs to be given a password. So that process is also there, where the password is, you can write your own password, or the system can generate a password for you. And the password will, the paper will get encrypted. And the encrypted paper is the one which the presiding officer will submit to the his group commander or to the ADG. And minimum there should be four sets of each set having 4 of each, so that the ADG or the group commander can at random say that, okay, this is the one which I want to given for the examination. All 4 sets are equally placed as far as the difficulty is concerned or the correctness is concerned. So we as a board tomorrow for the part B will be doing this, and we will be setting the paper for B certificate examination after I rectify a few changes. Thereafter, we shall be giving it to the ADG. All those who are a member of this B certificate exam, they should be online tomorrow, so that once the common paper is done, then we will give you the login ID and password, so that you can generate your own respective service papers. And then I, as the presiding officer, I'm going to do the rest. I'm sorry, the certain errors have come because in the morning only I made certain changes. Maybe they were not uploaded correctly. So if there are any doubts or questions I can take on, or any suggestions and modifications, that those are most welcome, so that we can improve this, to make it more useful. I think I finished. I'll take on any questions if they're there.
Morning, sir. Colonel Rahman from 47 RMD, sir.
Yeah, morning.
Sir, when we generate set 2, is it the same questions which get reshuffled, or it's a new set of questions that comes, sir?
Okay, since it is the same set of questions. For example, a chapter has got 10 questions,
Sir.
which you have finalized after your editing.
Sir.
So once you finalize, they're locked. So those 10 are shuffled between them. No new question is generated.
Okay, sir. So that means, sir, all 4 sets will practically have the same set of questions, only reshuffled.
That is what a set means, na? A set of paper should have the same questions, but not in the same order.
Okay.
That is what a set is. If you change the question, then the difficulty will change. Then somebody will say, I got difficult question, I got easy question. Questions remain the same. The purpose is so that there is no cheating. My question number 10 should not be my neighbor's question number 10 on the left, right, front, rear.
Sir.
That is the idea. Yeah.
Sir. Right, sir.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is Ramesh at DGC. What is sir?
Yeah, Ramesh.
Sir, are we assigning the roles, sir, to the presiding officers and board members and all? Who is going to assign the roles?
See, for a group, the group commander should do it, where the board is published. The board should contain one member for each, that is common, Army, Navy, Air Force. If you have those, some groups don't have Air Force. though some don't have Navy, so they need not have members from them. Only the Army guys required in some groups, and the common persons required. So 2, and the presiding officer.
The way to the assigning of roles, is it given in this app, sir?
No. The assigning means the board is published at the group or the directorate level. The board will say that, presiding officer is CO so and so or X person, and members which can be more but cannot be less than the one for common and one for each service.
Sir, my question is, sir, like if I've set registered myself under the apps, then the presiding also will be registering himself on the app, and the members also will be registering themselves. So
No. That is what I'm saying. Now that there is no need for everybody to register because it is the same paper. It is not different papers being set. So the presiding officer is the one who registers, who will make his profile. So you are from Guwahati group. Your A certificate paper will say this paper is of Guwahati group. Okay. Let me. That much should be working. So I'll just show it to you. Like this is A certificate paper. I just clicked here. So A certificate paper. I say create. So since I have written group none, I didn't write Guwahati here, but niche wala Guwahati has come. In B certificate, the group doesn't come. In A certificate, the group will come. So now it is for your group that the paper is being set, one paper for the complete group. So the presiding officer is the one who will create his profile and he will share with his members. The common person, the common paper setting.
ये बोर्ड खराब हो गया तेरा
The common paper setting officer will do the job first because all other papers are linked to it. Then it comes to the special subjects, they can do at random. There's no sequence in that. Once that is done, their job is over. The presiding officer is the one who has access to the combined paper, like I showed to you, which he has to save as well as he has to encrypt before submitting to the group commander.
sir, so A certificate will be a group wise, sir, and B and C will be centrally from the NER directorate, sir.
Your order is saying the same thing. C is at the DGNCC level, one paper for all the directorates. B is at the directorate level, one paper for all the groups. And A is at the group level, one paper for all the units of the group. That is
Right.
the order.
Sir, this will be on the OMR sheet, sir. Once we create the question papers, so are we getting that OMR code also, sir, for the?
Yeah. So now, when it comes to the part of OMR, the OMR that we can print from here is not actually, readable by the machines that you have. Okay. You understood, na?
Yes, sir, I got it, sir.
So,
The OMR scanner we have, so can we use it, sir, with this print OMR? Can we have a try?
the OMR scanner that you have, what do you want for that?
To generate a question paper, answer it, and check, sir, whether the scanner is doing it correct or not. The software and the scanner, both I wanted to test. Is it possible that I can do it from
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you. Like what I've done, this is your main set army. This is the main set army answer key. Can you see this?
Yes, sir, I can.
So this is the first set of, you should have 4 of them. This is the first one for army. Others could be generated Navy and Air Force. I'll take this one example. So I click here. I am taken to the answer key to B certificate exam paper set 1. Okay. And this is the question subject, question number and the answer, which we have finalized over there when we were making the paper. Okay. So all the answers are here. All right. So now we can, now in your OMR reader, when you feed, you will be feeding the, hello?
It's in the CV format.
Sorry?
Sir, we can feed it in Excel also, sir. The answer and questions, sir.
The question answer आपको जिसमें भी करना है आप कर सकते हैं. There's no problem. What I'm saying is that against this question number, this answer you have to feed in your OMR reader.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the answer sheet which I have made, but of course this cannot be read by your reader. They have their own structure. You have to follow that. But otherwise, whatever questions are there, they have been marked here, and the correct answers. The others ones are left blank. But this cannot be read by your readers because this is not compatible.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the order is that you have the OMR reader which you have procured. Once the paper is generated, you can get the the answer key from here. Okay. And the answer key gives out which question, which answer is correct. You have to feed it manually. If you want a Excel output, it can accept Excel. That is no problem. I can convert this table into Excel and you can download and straight away upload there. But if it is working like that, you please let me know. That will be added.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, Ramesh. Anything else? Anybody?
Sir, DGC,
Hello.
Chandigarh, sir.
Hello.
Alok, sir.
Please.
Sir, can we just open the common set paper, sir?
You want to see the paper?
Yes, sir. Because I think there was some thing which I'm.
Okay. Also, sorry.
नीचे
Set.
main set common.
Main set common, sir.
ये आमी है sir.
This is for the complete paper.
So this is main set army, sir, which you opened. I
So
wanted the
we have
main
made
set.
only for army wing. Navy wing will write over here. ये जो मैं highlight कर रहा हूँ. It will say Navy wing and Air Force wing.
नहीं sir, he's saying he wants to see main set common. पहला वाला सबसे पहला वाला. सबसे पहला.
नहीं उसका भी.
main set common के ऊपर.
I understand. This is actually of no use here because this is only covering the common subjects. Okay, I should have taken it out. This is of no use here. What we need is the full paper which is covering common paper, like first is WT, then you have your miscellaneous, general. So this will have all PD, SSCD, etc. Then at the bottom you will have army. ये भी आ नहीं रहा है, but I'll just cement it. So the army part is at the bottom. So this is the way it is laid out. It normally also. So what do you want to see in this? You tell me.
So that's the point was on the top it was written army only. So
No,
if
no.
it is a common set paper, then it should not be written army. It should have been for all because
Huh?
it's a common set.
The Alok, what I'm saying is like I am a cadet from Army Wing. I will
Yeah.
appear in common as well as Army special subjects, isn't it?
Understood.
So this paper pertains to Army Wing. The cadets of Army Wing will be issued this paper. Common part is common to all of them because we sit only once. So that common portion is added to Navy, Air Force also, as well as Army. Understood, na?
So I only create the common paper one, and that common paper would be there for Army, Navy, whenever we print that Army and Navy paper, sir.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, sir.
Sir, there's one
Any other-
query. This is regarding the roles which was brought up earlier. What I understood was that the presiding officer is required to share his login details with the special subject members for setting
Correct.
up their.
Correct.
And
Correct.
after that, then he's the one. Then he takes over, and then he is able to access all. Once the feeding is done of the common paper also and everything, he's able to access all the papers. Am I right, sir?
Yeah, I'll just go. You are absolutely right. I'll just go over it again. The board is nominated at the directorate/group level for B and A certificate, respectively. The board will nominate the presiding officer and one officer for common paper and one officer for the service specific paper. So these specific service paper can be as per the units in the group. If the unit of Navy is not there, there need be an officer for the Navy, similarly for Air Force. So the common paper officer responsible for the common paper, he will first generate the common paper because the army specific paper is linked to that common paper. So the army paper will be generated by the officer responsible for the army paper after the common has been generated. Once the army one is also generated, the job of common and army officers are over. The presiding officer will have access to the combined paper, set 1, set 2, set 3, set 4, along with the answer key for each set. So he will encrypt the question paper sets as well as the answer key. Download, encrypt. When you encrypt, it gets uploaded. So thereafter, you don't have to come back here at all. There will be a table, it is not opening right now, from where the encrypted papers are downloadable. They can only be opened with the password which is known to the presiding officer. He will make a CD out of that and hand over to the group commander and to the ADG in the case of directorate. And that CD will be distributed to the respective groups and units who will take the printout by opening the paper using the password which was given. And the printout will be done at the time when the group or the directorate tells, and the printed paper will be given to the cadets. So that is the sequence start to end.
So, sir, we are only generating one profile. That is of the presiding officer and working with that.
Yeah, because it is one board, so one profile, but there are members in that. So therefore, it is a common thing. Actually, it is not linked to one person. Once the paper is generated, once the exam date is over, actually I'll be removing that profile because thereafter it is another board which will be nominated whenever it is nominated. So it will get removed after the date of exam is over. Any other questions?
Yes.
Any other question?
Yes, sir. I'm CK, sir, training officer, Keshwar Group, sir. So we are generating the question paper since after the exam is over. Say, for example, B certificate is on 3rd of March. So on 4th of March, we will be removing the profile. So that means we have to generate the answer sheet also along with the question paper same day.
जब आप अपना बोर्ड का प्रोसीडिंग्स जमा करोगे ना, तो उसमें आप पूरा जमा करेंगे. You will submit the question paper sets and the answer key, both encrypted, for each of the question paper sets to the convening authority, which is your commander or the ADG. Therefore, your job is over. You have the question paper and you have the answer sets.
So the answer sheet will also be separately encrypted, sir.
सभी का answer sheet is connected to the paper set and which we need to encrypt. Unfortunately, it is not opening. Otherwise, I would have shown to you. Okay. Let me rectify all this. I just came back last evening actually, and I didn't have time. So otherwise, I would show that. In fact, I should have shown it to you. So that is actually ready. Some error is coming. So you can encrypt any number of papers you want to encrypt, and you have the password. The person who's encrypting it. So he will give the password separately and the CD separately to the convening authority. So after that, the job of the board is over. Actually, you have done your job. You have generated the paper and you have the answer sheet and you've given it. The distribution of the paper to the group units will be done by the group headquarter. At a given time, they'll print it and give it to this thing. Paper checking करने वाले जो होंगे उनको answer sheet दे देंगे हम, so that they have the answers and they can feed the answer in the OMR machine and keep scanning the answer sheets.
Good morning, sir. The OMR, blank OMR sheets from this app, sir?
The blank OMR I have designed, but what is the thing is that every machine that you buy for OMR scanning, see, OMR technology is very old. It is old since we appeared in NDA. It is since those days that 84 में appear हुआ था मैं, 83 में. तब की technology है ये. Today it is possible to scan and read handwritings, but of course it is not as per order. So that is, I have a feature, but it is since not allowed, so we can't do it. So whenever they agree to it, we have the option of rather than buying OMR and first training people and then feeding answer and then checking, all that is not required. Once the cadet has answered, his job is over. You just click a photo and keep uploading. But that right now we can't do. So you can print a blank OMR, but that OMR will not be read by the OMR machine because unko design alag chahiye. The way they want it, you have to feed it like that. The OMR sheet will be printed as per the requirement of the OMR machine, which is different for different machines.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello. Sir, I'm Colonel Rajesh Kapoor. I am the training officer of Jorar Group, sir. I have got a few questions to ask you, sir. Firstly, sir, say I have already detailed the board of officer. Like in our case, for the A certificate exam, my board of officer is the presiding officer, is the CO of say 51 air. Now, when I am already given member for the common subject and also for the army special, but I have since he is from the air, the presiding officer, can he set the air paper as presiding officer as additional task?
That is again, it is your group arrangement. You can have the common as well as the air officer as same. There's no problem.
Okay.
There's no
Okay, sir.
problem.
Okay, sir.
That is your group
Okay.
arrangement.
Yeah,
Profile
yeah,
जो बनेगा वो group के लिए एक ही बनेगा.
हाँ,
That
sir.
profile
Correct.
for your group will be only one profile, and the
Yeah,
presiding
exactly.
officer will create the profile. He can generate all the papers if he
Okay,
has
sir.
the
Okay.
knowledge
That was my
and he
doubt.
takes on
Okay.
the responsibility. Like I showed you,
Okay.
I'm doing for army as well as common in front of you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I got it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
actually am not an expert to say ki the question and the answers are actually verified and correct. So
Yes, sir.
that verification,
Yes, sir.
that's why I said should be done by a person who is an authority on the
Yes.
subject.
So I got this doubt that I hope he will be able to
He
do.
can, he can. But the
My
sequence
second
remains
query,
the
sir. Sorry, sir.
sequence remains the same. That is first common,
Yes.
thereafter
Yes, sir.
special. Okay.
Yes, sir, correct. I have understood that. My second query, sir, is a very basic, sir. Sorry to ask you this. This application, sir, Enquest, where is it will be available in NER dashboard in open domain where to take out to set the papers. This application which you have created, sir,
Yeah.
where can it be opened from the NER dashboard or through the open domain?
When you open a Chrome web page,
Okay, sir.
okay, in that
Okay,
you type this address ncuest.sit and click
okay,
enter
sir.
and enter, press enter.
Okay, sir. Fine, sir. I
The
got it.
app
So from the
will open.
Chrome web
Yeah.
page. Okay, sir.
App will open. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Sir, this is from. Sir, this is from Impal Group.
Please go ahead.
Sir, you said that that 4 sets will have the same set of questions. Only the question will be jumbled in each section.
Correct.
So if you have 4 sets and the convening authority, there is either group head, commander or the ADG picking up one set, we will not be meeting this, the security requirement, because the will be same question whether I picked up set A 1 or 2 or 3. It will be the same question.
Okay. May I have your name again?
Sir, I'm CO 14 Colonel NG Singh, sir.
Okay, Colonel Singh. It is like this. Let's say it is A certificate exam paper. So the paper for army will have 4 sets. Okay. Paper for navy will have 4 sets. Paper, in your case there's no navy. Paper for air force will have 4 sets. So you have army paper 4 sets. You have navy paper 4 sets. All right. This makes one set of papers. First. Likewise, you'll have 2, 3, and 4. Each of them will have 4 sets of army and 4 sets of navy. The group commander can pick any of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 may say, and say, okay, this is the paper which will be given to the units for printing. That is his prerogative. Once he gives it, that paper will have individual 4 sets. वो प्रिंट जब होगा और जब बच्चे एग्जाम हॉल में बैठ जाएंगे तो वो जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के ऊपर ऑर्डर है दैट लेफ्ट राइट में सेम सेट नहीं होना चाहिए, तो अकॉर्डिंगली सेट 1 विल बी गिवन टू 1 पर्सन, उसके राइट वाले को सेट 2 देना है, उसके राइट वाले को सेट 3 देना है. इस तरीके से आपने डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना है. इसके ऊपर निर्देश आपको ग्रुप कमांडर से मिलेंगे.
रोजर
ठीक है. So the sets of that paper will have jumbled questions. All right.
Roger, sir.
Okay.
Sir, this means that we are generating the 4 sets to do it in the manner it is done in recruiting organizations. That's all.
One paper having 4 sets, likewise 4 papers.
What means in full it means that the questions are going to be the same, just that they'll get jumbled up in the 4 sets, and as per a seating plan, you will give A, B, C set to the different people.
Yeah.
Roger.
So may I ask a question, sir? When the paper is being made by the board and the presiding officer will make 4 different question papers. Each question paper will have different questions. Am I right, sir?
Okay, let me show this.
And in each question paper, there will be 4 sets. So
See, look at the screen. Paper type B certificate created on 26 December, presiding officer so-and-so, group so-and-so. Okay, this is one paper. What you're seeing on the left side, this is one paper. I'm scrolling down, this is the second paper. Okay, I go back to the first paper. It has got main set army with main set army answer key. I have not done for Navy, Air Force and RBC, otherwise they will also have like this. So this is the main set, there's set 2, set 3, set 4. So one paper of B certificate is having 4 sets of Army, 4 of Navy, 4 of Air Force. I'm going down, second set of paper will have second set of Army, Navy and Air Force. So likewise, we will do 4. One board will do 4 and make a CD and give it to the convening authority. He will choose which one is he going to actually give, so that even the presiding officer doesn't know that this is the paper out of the 4. So that is the commander or the ADG will say, okay, take paper number 4 and issue. That he will give to the staff or the training or the director, and he will dish out to the respective groups and units. And therefore, one paper which goes down for promulgation and exam has only 4 sets of each service. I hope that answers. Anybody further doubt on this issue? What Brigadier Grossi asked, it is basically a question to clarify the minds of the people who have, it was not his question actually. Okay, anybody else?
Sir, when can we have a dry rehearsal of this? Because it's going to cause a lot of confusion being initiated for the first time in the organization.
Yeah, we are open right now. Give me just 1 hour to rectify, and I will tell the director in this. He will just say that okay, what will happen? That number of people have registered. So just to keep this, this secrecy aspect, either the DGC or the training officer per group can create a profile. Right now they can create, and that profile will be activated the moment I rectify the errors. And thereafter, you can go berserk. Please, keep trying and all that. And we will, give a time, a cutoff time after which all that will be deleted. But that's only for trial. Okay. And then order a proper board. That board will still have the same profile because that only one profile is required per group. And that you can give to your the presiding officer, and he can generate a proper paper, taking on responsibility of the correctness of the question and the answers. Okay?
Who can delete the previous question papers that has been created, sir?
But deleting का option है नहीं इसमें अभी. We can always delete it. But right now the option is not there because I don't see the purpose of deleting.
So like now what we are going to do, sir, we are going to make a lot of question papers to just check, and then we need to delete that so that we make that proper question paper for
So
the certificate.
that is what I said. We will work out a cutoff time. On that date, after that date, all trial papers will be deleted. That I will do. So
Roger.
when you start your thing, there'll be a clean slate. In any case, the presiding officer, once he starts off his board, there'll be no papers against his name. Like right now, you can see there'll be no papers against his name at that point of time, and that will be deleted only after the date of the examination.
So when is the B certificate being scheduled, sir? Can we get a likely sir, date?
March में होगा कह रहे. And A?
So Colonel Abraham, 5SM, is there any way you can compact the layout of the paper so that it will come less than 20 pages for a question paper?
You suggest because each paper has to have bilingual. Each question rather has to be bilingual with 4 options. So it takes that much of space on a A4 size. On a paper, on a particular page, not more than 3 to 4 questions can come. Given the requirement of the question and each answer being bilingual, and the readability and legibility for the correct compacting, one can print on both sides. That is up to the printing person. So it becomes actually 11 or 12 pages. You can do that, print on both sides. But compacting further would reduce the legibility, and for the correct, it may be difficult to comprehend.
Right.
And then, a question should not split in 2 pages. That is also required. Then a section should not start at the bottom and then the next question is on the next page. So those things have been, once you click on that save as PDF, all that is taken care while the PDF is generated for printing. One can download a Word document, but once you download the Word document, the formatting goes.
Yes.
So then the downloading person is required to format, and वो हिंदी का भी उल्टा पुल्टा हो जाता है because some compatibility issues are there with Word. So it is best to do PDF. PDF cannot be edited by anybody once it is generated, so that is safer also.
Right.
Okay, so I take it that there are no more questions. In case you all want me to take another one after correcting that encryption part and all those things, we can hold it tomorrow sometimes for half an hour. Otherwise, once you start doing it, you'll find it is easy. It will take you to those required pages on its own. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Jain, sir.
Thank you, sir. Jain, sir.
Right, sir, Jain, sir.
Jai.
Jain, sir.
Yes.
You had done this thing, who made you function? तो यार अगले हफ्ते एक बार मेरे से मिल सकता है तो देखना with regards